What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Draft Show. On this episode, I actually have the Mini Cooper SE. So this is the Mini Cooper S, but it's electrified. So that's why it's SE. Mini Cooper S, electric. So the electrified version of a Mini Cooper S. So what BMW did is they took the same chassis, they just removed the combustion engine and they put an electric motor under there. And what they did to show you that this is not just any ordinary Mini Cooper S is that they added some yellow trims around the car. As you can see the mirror caps over there, and as you can see the wheels over there. The Mini Cooper S badge that's normally red, it's also yellow. So this is an electrified version of a Mini Cooper S.
So, still on the topic of aesthetics, I generally think that this is the best way to ease people into getting into these electric cars. I mean, a lot of people love the idea of owning an electric car or even just accepting electric cars out on our roads or in the general public, but they don't like how odd looking they are. So this route is the best way to ease people in. With that being said, this is the same traditional Mini Cooper we all love. The front end design has definitely been modernized though, and out with the chrome, in with the whole black trim, and I'm here for it. I really love it. I love how the traditional front end looks just way better now without the chrome. Even the badge is now all blacked out with a little bit of that matte black in the center. They still kept the hood scoop just for aesthetics because this feeds to no air intake. Moving on to the sides, I really love the 17-inch electric power spoke two-tone aluminum alloy wheels, and believe it or not, these are made from 100% recycled aluminum, which is pretty cool. The interior, so as you open the door, you're welcomed by these sport seats, which are the fabric and leatherette combination seats. You can actually get two other options, one being the mini Yours Lounge leather and the other having the cross punch leather carbon black seats. Don't get fooled though, these are exactly the same seats with just different coating or different materials wrapped around them. They are fairly comfortable though, and I honestly think they make this interior feel a bit more spacious than it actually is, because this is honestly a small car. Nonetheless, this interior design is pretty similar to any other Mini Cooper out there. The button layouts are pretty much at the exact same place as the previous generations. One thing that stood out for me though is the digital gauge cluster, and I like that three-piece design that actually merged into one, and I like the fact that they made it matte so it doesn't glare at your face as you're looking at the digital gauge cluster. Now moving right on to the infamous Mini Cooper ring. So this houses an 8.8-inch infotainment screen that has the BMW iDrive system. So the iDrive system allows you to also change the ambient lighting around the car and obviously around the ring. So this being the same system used in BMW cars, this has built-in navigation, driving mode selection, and the beloved service history menu that allows you to check the history of the car. Now, the rear seats aren't really that spacious, but I really love the fact that they divided the sunroofs and had a portion at the back for the rear passengers as well. So to compensate for the really minimal leg room, they decided to give you a little bit of more light. The boot space on the other hand is honestly decent for a car this size. So this has a 201 liters of boot space and can extend up to 731 liters if you fold the rear seats. Sitting in the front bonnet is an electric motor putting down 135 kilowatts of power and 270 newton meters of torque. Now that paired with a 32.6 kilowatt hour battery and an estimated economy range of 17.5 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. If you really do the math, you're looking at about 186 kilometers of range, and that is definitely not a lot. This car supports fast charging though, which can take this car from 0 to 100 in just 29 minutes. But if you're going to use the normal type 2 port, it'll charge this car in 3 hours and 15 minutes. If you guys haven't noticed, we've actually borrowed this car from our good friends of ours at Kings of Cars. They actually have a free charging station over there where you can go there with your electric car and charge for free. And whilst charging, you can actually browse around to kill time and look at all the other cool cars they have on sale. Plus, you get a free coffee. Anyway, if you have an electric car, I would definitely suggest you get the Sher app. It allows you to see all the charging stations nearby, and you can actually plan up your long road trip that is actually further away than your estimated range. Now, get into the pricing. This car costs about 799,800 Rand when it's brand new, but you can get this exact same one at Kings of Cars for only 589,888 with just a shy of 9,600 kilometers on the clock. So if you really want this car, check the details out below on the description. And having driven this car for about half a day, then I really enjoyed how this car handles, and the performance is remarkable. It honestly feels like it's faster than 135 kilowatts. So to be honest, 589,000 Rand is quite decent looking at today's market value for all these cars that are on the market, but 799,000 for this car brand new is a little bit too steep for me. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you really liked this video, please drop a like and subscribe so you can catch a lot more videos coming up in the future.